Jeremy, doing the same thing I'm doing, getting the view from Pulpit Rock. Whoa. Right next to the Lehigh Valley Amateur Astronomical Society observatories, which is just back down the trail that way. And this is the viewpoint from Pulpit Rock. Valley. Good evening. It is Monday, July 10th, and it is day 117 on the Appalachian Trail. Just pulled into camp for the night. Can't remember if I recorded anything earlier today that had the day on it, so I'll at least do that. Jeremy's behind me getting his stuff set up. I'm over there somewhere. Well, probably on the other side of the tree you can't see. Anyway, we're at the top of the hill. We'll descend tomorrow, and we came 12, 13 miles today. Beautiful day for hiking. Oh my gosh. Just a total change, all opposite of yesterday with the rain. We had nice temperatures. You know, it always gets a little warm, but you sweat a little bit. But a nice breeze earlier on. Then the breeze kind of went away, and now the breeze is back. Feels good. Just, you know, some wispy clouds in the sky. Gorgeous day for hiking. Gorgeous day. It's probably in the upper 70s, maybe low 80s or something during the day, but we had stopped for water earlier on and had some lunch at Pocahontas Springs, I think was the name of the place. And there was another backpacker that came down, day walker, came down, and he was getting water too and discovered that he had a tick on him. And so he didn't really know how to get it off, and so I suggested that if he had any sort of cream or salve or anything like that to smear across the top of it, Vaseline, whatever, to sort of suffocate the tick, so he'd begin to pull his head out if he was buried at all. He thought he might have been embedded a little bit. But he had some aloe vera gel that he put on a liberal amount over the top of the tick. It was just a wood tick. It was a big one. And he had a pair of tweezers, and he was trying to figure out how to get it out, and I was trying to explain to him how I typically do it, but he was having a hard time getting a hold of it, so I went over and I just took the tweezers and turned it counterclockwise and came right out. You know, the head was intact, all that sort of a thing, and so we took pictures of it. Maybe I can get one here, throw it up on the screen. And then he smashed it. He took care of it. But that was the first tick I'd seen, actually. I've not had any on me, and it was nice to be able to help this other backpacker out. Last night, after the rain, we instead of going to the Port Clinton shelter that was operated by a church, and I think that's where Daywalker went. He said he was the only one there. But we checked into the Port Clinton Hotel. We got the last room that was available. It was a single bed, it was a double bed, but old room. It's old school hotel. Old wooden chest of drawers. One of the handles is missing. It had a TV in it with the remote and stuff. But community bathrooms on each end of the hallway. There were two hallways, actually. It was like a building was joined together, and they just cut a hole in there, and so there was a hallway on one side and a hallway on the other side. And, took some pictures of that as well. But it was nice to get a hot shower. I'll tell you what, the water was hot. I was able to shave, shave, trim anyway, my neck and the beard a little bit. And we had a Port Clinton burger. There was a bar and a restaurant that was downstairs, and the hotel was actually upstairs above this place. And so It was kind of like in Marion with the Mary Hiker Hostel, sort of like that, but a little bit different. This was above a bar and a restaurant. We went back downstairs. We had a Port Clinton burger, huge burger with provolone cheese, and had marinara sauce on it as well, but really well done, along with a drink, some pop that we had. Then we were going to try and do some laundry, but there was someone else using the laundry, and it locks up at 7 o'clock, and so we weren't able to do that, but we strung up a line in the room. Jeremy had some paracord. We strung it up across the room, and in various places we hooked it to furniture, or the window, or closet, clothes rack, or something like that in there, and we strung our clothing out and tried to let it dry a little bit. Didn't dry totally, but got enough to get most of it dry by the time we left this morning. So they had a hiker box and all that sort of thing. It was fortuitous that we found this place. We'd been told about it by one of the other hikers earlier in the day, and then we ran into some other folks there that we had met before, Snickers and Sonny, who I'd met at the Trail Magic a couple days ago. And Billy Goat was there, Captain Fantastic was there. We met Rock Slides and Mama Bear and Daywalker. Oh, and also Grumpy Pumpkin was there as well. Took a picture of all of those three, Grumpy Pumpkin, Mama Bear, and Rock Slides this morning before we left. It was a gorgeous day for hiking. Need to finish getting my hammock up, get the tarp out. I was just letting the snake skins dry out a little bit before I release the hammock or the tarp itself. Get it staked out, put my hammock up, and cook some dinner tonight, and then figure out what we're going to do for tomorrow. But it'll start out with a descent down the hill, and if the trail is anything going downhill like what it's been for the last couple of miles, it should be really nice and wide, and very few rocks anyway. We had a combination of trail today. We had some rocks and some that was nice trail, but by and large, pretty nice trail today. I don't know when constant Rocksylvania is going to hit. Probably after Jeremy gets done. But the weather looks good for the rest of the week. And then I have to figure out how to get up to Mount Greylock. They had significant rains in the Northeast, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine, yesterday. And so I'm just hoping that the rainwater will subside, the flood levels will go down, and the trail will be open and beginning to dry out just a little bit for me anyway by the time I get up there. All right. That's going to do it for today. I don't think. Oh, the last spring that we were at, by the way, it's just a gusher out of the pipe. Oh my goodness! It was. You could fill a 1 liter bottle in that I use for filtering. It filled in about 5 seconds. I mean, it was fast. It was just a huge stream of water coming out, and it was marked really cleverly with a spring that was painted blue. So I took a picture of that. I'll throw that up here too. Anyway, it was pretty cute. I thought it was clever. All right, I think that's it for today. I didn't see any of the other hikers that I'd been hiking in and around, so maybe we might run into them tomorrow. Jess and Ripper and One Long. We'll see if we run into any of those folks tomorrow. All right, we're going to call it a night, and encourage you to stay green and keep growing. Experience something new, like we did last night at the Port Clinton Hotel. Take care. This is Patriarch signing out for the night.